Morning everyone, this is Harold from Living in the Hill Country. Today is July 2nd, 2020. Let's get this second crop of sweet corn put in the ground today. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness right here in the Hill Country of Texas. So here's the area we're working on this morning. It's about 5 feet by 8 feet. And so it's about 40 square feet, and we're going to see how many plants we can get in there. But first, I'm going to rake off this top coat, which is the mulch and the grass clippings. And then I'm going to be put down the compost that I have over here in my bin. Do you remember my video from when I created my second bin over here and got it started? Well, this is how it's doing. We have table scraps and lawn clippings, things like that in there, so it's breaking down. This is the one we began at the beginning of the year, and it's totally broken down. Yes, there still are some like some old roots and some bones and stuff like that in there, but I'll kind of pick that out of there. My plan is to lay that down over here on this area after I remove the top coat surface, and then I'm going to till it in and then smooth it out, picking out all the junk, I guess, and then put the top coat back on, and then I'm going to do my rows and then get the corn planted. So let's see how many seeds we can get in the ground here. Okay, so now we have the mulch and the grass clippings raked over to the side. I have my area open up. Now I'll get the compost and bring it over and get it dumped out on there. So I pretty much had to drag the compost bin over because it was too heavy, but I'll have to also shovel it out until it gets light enough to dump, so bear with me. So I got most of it spread out on there. You'll notice some areas, like right there, still have a little bit of grass clippings that haven't broken down. I got down to the bottom and there's still some grass clippings that are not broken down yet, so I'll stop there. I'll just spread this out and then till that in, and then go from there. First pull. Okay, so now we have the ground cover put back on after we got it all tilled in there. And some people might question the fact that I have the ground cover on there. What that does is help keep moisture into the ground and around the plants. Also will keep out the weed growth. And it's done really well for me since I started this garden back in March. All this ground here was all grass, so I had to till it up a couple times, and then I did my planting. I think you might have seen my first videos, and then I put mulch and grass clippings on it to help keep the weeds out, and it's done really well. So the seeds that I'm using for this are the golden bantam corn. I got it from seedsforthesouth.com. It's a family-owned business. I believe they're out of North Carolina, South Carolina. Anyway, they specialize in seeds for zones 7, 8, and 9. And I did a little bit of research on the golden bantam corn, and I think it's the brand that I want to grow here. So I got enough seeds to do this, and so let's get this done. So as you can see, I use the point of the hoe to go down into the dirt area, go down just about a ½ inch, and that brings up the top coat out on the edges like this. And for my spacing, I usually use the width of the hoe from row to row. Now, when I go to plant these seeds, I'll push them into the ground with my finger and cover them up with soil, of course, and I'll leave them like this and then water them down. And when they start to sprout and they get about 2 or 3 inches high, that's when I'll move the ground cover back around them, because I don't want the ground cover to block out the sun to the seeds itself, right? So that's what I'll do. So to create this row, then this next row, what I'll do is I'll just put my hoe like this and then go like this, and that's where I start my other row. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my seeds and I'm going to place them about a ½ inch down with my finger, about 4 inches apart in each one of the rows. And we'll try and keep track of how many plants that we have, and that way we can know the progress of the germination and the success of these seeds. So I got the rest of the seeds plugged in, and as I did that, of course, I walked on the rows to help pack them down into the soil. Now, you'll notice that this creates kind of like a V-trough in here, and I'm going to show you in a minute, but it works really well as an irrigation system when you're watering the But all the water will gather in the rows. It'll help keep that area damp more than up here, of course. Yes, I'll water the whole area, but most of the water will go right down in these rows and feed the plant. So, this there. So I'll get the water, show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, I've been watering this for a while now, and what that water has been going into those valleys and filling them up and soaking it in. I want to water this down really well, and some people might be a little critical about like that area right there where some of the lawn clippings have gotten in there. I'm not too worried about that. I'll come back before I water the second time. I'll kind of scrape that stuff off of there. But for the most part, as the corn germinates up, it'll get sun, and then it will start to grow when it gets about 2 or 3 inches. Then I'll close those, and these valleys will remain. These valleys in the dirt will remain. The ground cover will go over those valleys, and we'll go over those valleys and treat it like a gully. And so whenever I water, the water will get on this area as well, but it'll get more down into this area because it's lower, and it'll act as an irrigating system. And the mulch or the lawn clippings on top will help hold that moisture in there and keep that area damp near the seed and near the roots of the plants. So some people are questioning the fact that planting sweet corn July 1st, or the first week of July, doesn't work very well, and I was in question of that, so I kind of looked up Zone 8A on the internet and found some information from the Arbor Gate in regards to vegetable planting, the calendar that they have online, and I'll show that to you. And it shows Zone 8A and 8B in the Montgomery County area, that 60-day sweet corn can be planted. The best time to plant it is anytime between July 1st and July 31st, and all other corns, the best time would be July 1st. Now, this is 78-day corn, so I figured that July 2nd would work just fine, and we'll be harvesting corn mid to late September. So that works for me. We're going to give it a shot, and we'll see how that works out. So thank you for watching this video. We got our corn in the ground now. I'll have to water it probably every day, maybe twice a day, just to make sure we keep the soil damp around it. And then once it gets, like I said, 2 or 3 inches tall, we'll move the ground cover in close to it. I'll probably even add to that with some more lawn clippings and mulch. But anyway, I'll keep you posted on how everything goes. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave some comments and any questions you might have below. Very much appreciate it. And as always, God bless you and have a wonderful day.